Hi, it's Daniel.
And Jenny.
And Talia.
And today we're in New York and we are visiting Summit at One Vanderbilt.
This is a high-rise building experience where you get to go up to the top above the skyline of New York, take some beautiful photos, and check out the views.
Make sure you buy your time ticket ahead of time. We did. We have one for right now, so we're going to go ahead and get in line and show you what the experience is like checking in and going up to the top.
Let's go.
The One Vanderbilt building is attached to Grand Central Terminal, so it's very easy to get to no matter where you're coming from. Do note that there are certain items that are prohibited. There's no check room, so make sure you don't bring those items with you when you visit. We've just cleared security, and now they've put us into this room where we're watching a video that seems to be explaining what SUMMIT One Vanderbilt is.
This was a building built by New Yorkers for New Yorkers. There was nothing that was going to stop us.
Welcome to Summit. Please exit to your right.
You do have to put on little shower caps on your shoes. So this says it is an immersive experience and you interact with these kiosks to do things. So let's see what we're doing here. Present wristband. Where do I scan it?
Put your face in.
Look at the front camera. Hold still for the countdown. 3, 2, 1. Capture complete.
So you take a picture before you go in. We're not sure exactly what it's used for, but once we do it, we'll let you know. And now we're making our way into more things. So now we are in a very dark hallway waiting to get on our elevator. It's taken us about 30 minutes to get to this point, so make sure that you plan accordingly. This is despite us having a timed admission ticket. So we have made it into the elevator and it is very bright and mirrory. Here we are at floor 91. That's exactly how long it took to get up here. It was like less than a minute. And this is our first glimpse at everything in here. So mirrors everywhere. There's multiple levels. The ground is a mirror, so there's my booty-covered shoe. It's very bright in here. I need to put my sunglasses on, which I'll do in a second. This was really interesting. It only took about a minute to get up the elevator. It was very fast, and you can't tell how fast you're going when you're on it. It's dark, and then you come out, and it's really, really bright. But so far, really cool. Glass everywhere, and let's go check out some views. So here we are. We are looking out the east side of the building. There's LaGuardia Airport up over there. You can, through the haze, almost see Citi Field where the Mets play. I don't know my New York landmarks very well, so I don't know what all the buildings are, but I believe this is the Chrysler Building right in front of us. Great views everywhere. Against my better judgment, I'm going to look down. There you can see how close we are to to the edge. The glass windows go like all the way up to the end of the floor. So I can actually stick my foot up against the glass there. You can see how close I'm getting to the edge of the building, which is really scary, but really cool. There's supposed to be some other cool stuff in here. Let's go see if we can find that. Talia's enjoying sitting on the ground there, and if we look up, you'll get a different view of the next level up. We have made our way to the south side of the building, so we can see the Empire State Building there on the right, and the Freedom Tower off in the distance. You can actually see the Statue of Liberty, though I'm not sure how well it's going to come out on this camera, but it's to the right of the Freedom Tower and a little bit lower down on the island closest to Manhattan over there. Let's give you a full pan experience. Here is the west side of the building. So down there you can see the New York Public Library and Bryant Park right behind it. And looking out into the distance you can see New Jersey. And off to the side, and we can get to the other side of the building, the north side I believe, but you can see Central Park just a little bit over there. We're moving on to the next section, which is called Reflect. This is an art installation called Clouds, made in 2019 by Yayoi Kusama, and it's pretty cool looking. Let's check it out. This room isn't immersive in the same way as the first room, but this is still really cool. It's got an art installation. It's a little calmer in here, and you still have great views out of the west side of the building. So there's the Empire State Building. More of Manhattan. Times Square is down there. New Jersey off on the other side of the Hudson. And Central Park on the bottom right corner of the screen there. And here's our first view of the north side of the building. So we've got a great view of Central Park. Handful of other buildings that are under construction. And you can see pretty far. It's a little hazy today, but still beautiful nonetheless. And in the next room over, there's a bunch of reflective balloon things we get to play with, so we're going to go check that out in a second. Do note they ask you to limit your time in this area, but this is the Affinity Air Room, and it is bananas in here. I'm wading through a sea of silver balloons. So I don't know if they're filled with helium or there's just air that blows them or static electricity or what, but most of them stick to the top. Some of them stay on the bottom. It's just kind of weird, trippy, but cool. This is a blast. Everyone's here playing around. I'm getting hit by these balls everywhere. I don't know if you can see all the chaos behind me, but this is like a McDonald's play place ball pit, but like knocked up to 11. It's a lot of fun for the kids. The grown-ups seem to have mixed reviews. Talia just straight up bonked herself in the face with a ball that bounced off of the window. But it's a lot of fun. Talia's enjoying herself. We're enjoying ourselves. So this is cool, and definitely I think we made the right choice coming to this observation deck over some of the other options we had available to us. So here I am now, I'm talking to you through a balloon. How cool is that? Lots of fun selfie opportunities, lots of different ways to interact with this space. It's artistic, it's chaotic, and it's cool. All right, out of the chaos and into the next adventure. Now that we have done that, we're gonna make our way to the next observation decks, which are up an escalator. So obviously, as expected, the views out the windows are pretty much the same, but you have a different ground experience. So there is still some reflective flooring, but now you can look down through the opening to the lower level. And that's a really weird visual effect. It's almost dizzying for me to look at least in person. Talia's having fun looking in the endless mirror reflection optical illusion. So we're continuing our trek through this level to what says Levitation. So we're waiting to do this special ledge overlook where you stand on a glass bottom floor, and they do have an efficient system, but it did say that we're going to have about a 30-minute wait. So here we go, stepping over the really scary thing. Oh my goodness, that is scary. Here we are. This is me standing on the scariest thing in the world. This is a photo that they took, which you can purchase at the end of your visit. So that was really cool. We got to stand on the scary ledge with the glass floor, and now that we are done with that, we have entered another room where we get to kind of soar in the clouds. It's an interesting experience up here. It's hard to tell whose is whose, which one is ours, and when it pops up, but some of the clouds have people's faces, so they scan your wristband as you enter this room, and then the clouds have people's faces in them. So I don't know which one is us, but that's kind of cool. And now Talia's gonna go fly through the clouds. So I guess that room that we just did was the air experience. So it kind of explains what everything is that we did and what its intended artistic interpretation is. Next stop, observation level 3. This is the Après restaurant. They have various drinks and food up here. So they have a display case with a bunch of stuff on it. There you can see some of the entrees that they sell. And this is the drink and food menu. Now we're going to the outside observation deck. So this outdoor observation deck, just like the levels below, have pretty much the same views, but still breathtaking and cool. And now we've got a nice breeze going through the air and really loud music playing behind us, but this is a lot of fun. They also have snow cones and some drinks to purchase outside. And there is another full bar outside that has the same drink menu that they had inside. So photos are not included, but you can access them by loading your wristbands onto this kiosk at the end, and then you can choose to purchase digital copies of all of them for $20. So we are all done with our experience here at Summit One. We're wrapping up from the topmost level of the observation deck, the outdoor patio, and I think we had a lot of fun.
Overall, this is a really unique experience and a great way to see the city skyline and get some beautiful pictures.
I've been to the Empire State Building before, and I've been to the World Trade Center pre-2001, and those also have spectacular views, but this experience is a lot more immersive and fun, and I think is geared more towards younger guests as well. So this one I would say is better suited for families than the other ones.
If you found this video helpful, and we hope you did, please give it a big thumbs up. Really appreciate it, and it helps us out a lot.
Don't forget to subscribe for even more magical content.
We hope we put you in a magical mood.